Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. Salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
At this time, please welcome Tulsa Fire Department Chaplain, Reverend Danny Stockstill, who will deliver the invocation.
Congratulations. I think most of you have studied, what, 2-3 hours for each of these exams you've taken? What an accomplishment it is. Let's pray together. Father, tonight we are surrounded and packed and gathered in a room to recognize hard work. And each of these firefighters is here because we want to acknowledge an accomplishment that they have made. After hard work and many hours of training, they're surrounded by family who will hold them accountable to what is absolutely important in life. And that's those that they see every day and go home to. And then we're surrounded by the department, who promises that as these firefighters want to continue, and they want to promote and continue to ascend that ladder, that they will accompany them as they go. In the days, weeks, months, and years ahead, as they continue in this department, and on this journey and in this career, we pray for safety, we pray for accountability, and we pray for incredible wisdom as they tackle every challenge that the citizens of Tulsa face. It's in your name we pray. Amen.
Thank you. You may be seated. At this time, please welcome Tulsa Fire Chief Michael Baker.
Good evening. Well, we've exceeded the capacity of the room. Fire Marshal's mad. But he's new. So thank you so much for coming tonight. First off, if you are a retired Tulsa firefighter, would you stand up for a moment? Thank you very much. It's such an honor to have you here with your families, and many of you, if not most of you, are promoting someone tonight, and just the history and the legacy that exists within this department is incredible. I'm totally blessed to work with such an incredible amount of people that have a passion for this department in this city, which is evident here today. First off, let me thank the families. You've heard it many times, and how much we appreciate you. None of this would be possible without you. And we understand your sacrifice, and we thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Generally, the conversation is that you'll take this test and that's it, right? No more. But we need these leaders to continue to develop and continue to promote. One of the running conversations we've had in the department lately has been that it's become a younger job. I think it's just because myself and others are getting older. I'm not sure, but it is. We are hiring younger. There's a lot of folks here that, I don't know if we have anybody left. Well, the Spires boys may not be able to drink yet. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so a lot of folks can run into a burning building and save a family, and they can't celebrate later, right? Which is not a bad thing, right? So the point is that what you may find on a fire company is a multi-generational crew. Someone that's older, someone that is younger, and we hired a class yesterday. And one of the conversations in that interview of our more senior folks that are going through the application process, when I'm talking about senior, I'm talking about somebody in their 30s, is that how are you going to take orders and direction from a lieutenant or a captain that's younger than you? Are you going to be okay with that? And bar none, folks say, I'm willing to do whatever it takes to be a Tulsa firefighter. And I don't mind taking direction from someone who's younger than I am. And for those promoting and taking on new assignments, you have earned that rank. You have worked hard. And for that, I applaud you. We have focused as a command staff and as a department as a whole to develop you to ensure that you're safe, that you communicate well, that you have questions on assessment centers. You're like, who is the diabolical person that came up with this? And that you're well prepared. Because ultimately, the goal is, number one, you take care of yourself and your family. We want you back there at the end of your shift. And number two, you take care of the citizens and you do that well in the crew that you're assigned. And so I have no hesitation to promote anybody because you have put in the hard work and the dedication to achieve this goal. And I'm very proud of all of you, and especially proud of the families who support you. If you have any problems with your firefighter, just let me know, okay, families? Right. So, it's a proud moment. I'll get Chief Miller back up here to talk about the order of show. Again, thank you so much for being here tonight. This is an unusually large crowd, but we have a lot of folks to recognize, and which really talks about the growth and the movement and the direction of this department. Things are changing, right? So, Chief Miller.
So as our command staff gets in place to recognize, we'll start with FDO2s, we'll go to FDO3s, FDO4s, and then FDO5s. When your name is called, we're going to ask you to come over here and walk from my right to my left, so, across the stage to receive your badge. We have a certificate for you as well. We have a cup, and then we'll stop and take a picture. Because we have such a large crowd, we're going to ask that only the firefighter come up and receive your badge. We have step and repeats and backdrops here, so once everyone has been recognized, we'll give you plenty of time to hang around, take pictures. If you want to pin your badge with a family member or someone else within the department, you'll have time to do that once we've recognized everyone. So, any questions? All right, we'll begin with our FDO2s with our lieutenants list. The first lieutenant on our list is Ryan Beeler. Our next lieutenant is Justin Caldwell. Next up is Jacob Winnis. Our next lieutenant is Trayer Burnett. Right in the middle of the picture. So, our next lieutenant is Dice Applegate. Our next lieutenant is Cody Rackers. Next up is Cole Park. Our next lieutenant is Spencer Manier. Our next lieutenant to recognize is Cade Ryerson. Next up is Cody Gilmore. Next up, we have O'Shea Davis. Our next lieutenant is Ryan Stevens. Our next lieutenant is Cody Knight. Our next lieutenant to recognize is Scott Bertelli. Next up, we have Devin McNown. Our next lieutenant is Kevin Mann. Next up is Dwayne Joseph. Our next lieutenant is Todd Kennedy. Next is Corey Kaiser. Our next lieutenant is Brett Cochran. Next up, we have Michael Seiler. Next up is Kobe Van Buskirk. Our next lieutenant is Richard Stammer. Next is Dallas Tyler. And last but certainly not least, for the current lieutenant's exam, Kendall McLaurin. As we transition to our FDO3s, our captain's list, the first name on the captain's list is Dan Phelps. Our next captain is Bryce Martin. Next is Captain Kobe Wright. Our next captain is Jonathan Pierce. Next is Chris Baldwin. Our next captain is Simon Adam Lopez. Next, we have Garnett Burkhalter III. Our next captain is Scott Felkins. Next is Captain Jeff Harper. Next is Grant Ellingson. The next captain on our list is Jacob McDaniel. Next up is Taylor Foster. Our next captain is David Rice. Next up is Kyle Hauser. Our next captain is Jeremiah Mefford. Next is Captain Jason Smart.
One more. All right.
Next up is Captain Dylan Youngblood.
You're good.
Our next captain is Stephen Isaacs. Next is Chad Bentley. The last name on our current captain's FDO3 list is Captain Raymond Beard III. We'll now transition to our FDO4 list. While these are not promotions, they are assignments into different aspects and branches of the fire department. Each of these members is serving in a different role, but we're very glad that they've taken that step to move up into a different level of the department. First up, in Code Enforcement Officer is Tyler Hott. Our PPE, Protective Clothing Supervisor, Bill Fullingham. Next is Training Officer Jacob Younger. Our next FDO4 is Training Officer Justin Pope. Our next FDO4 is Code Enforcement Officer Chris Whittington. Assigned as our new planning officer, Justin Banks. Training officer, James O'Neill. Our next FDO4 is Code Enforcement Officer Chisholm Frazier. Next is Code Enforcement Officer Troy Franklin. Our next Code Enforcement Officer is Kevin Fields. The last two FDO4s were actually assigned today. Our new communication officers is Lorenzo Holmes Jr. And our last FDO4, who will start work on Monday, Code Enforcement Officer Jerry Camp. We'll now transition to our FDO5 or District Chief Officers. There are 3 names on this list. The first name is District Chief Jared Perry. Our next chief officer is Steve Shaw. And the last name on our current district chief officer list is Zachary Willis. The last member that we have to recognize is not a promotion but a move from one deputy chief to the other. With the recent retirement of Andy Teeter, our new deputy chief of safety services and new fire marshal Chuck French.
Camera, that's why I'm getting the new one.
That concludes our badge presentation. We have refreshments in the back. We thank you for joining us tonight. Please feel free to stay and take as many pictures as you would like. Mingle with your friends and family, and thank you for coming. Good night.
No, I don't.
Good to see you. Always good to see you. Thank you.
Oh my God, we're at the live stream.
What's that? Oh, good.
Yeah, shipping's great.
You got me this time. That's what it's about. I know exactly. I didn't know. I check it every time. And this time, I saw it. Yeah, and I'm like, hey, good to see you. I got Congratulations.
Sorry I didn't say hi earlier.
No,
I walked out past, I didn't even see you. I was like,
Yeah, I was probably not paying attention anyways.
in there?
Trying to get all this set up. How much time you got left?
7 more weeks, man.
Crazy. It's still crazy. Man, at Cape Wayne this morning, they were talking about more police stuff than fire stuff, you know, which is fine, whatever. It is what it is. And then he started talking about his academy and recruiting people, and I said, would you say that your academy is pretty hard? And he said, yeah. And I said, I'm just wondering. I said, we've got 2 of our firefighters in there who are 50. I was going to tell you. And I heard they were pretty good. he didn't say anything. He just sat there. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, good stuff.
Hey, that place shut down.
I know. I saw it today.
Yeah.
I got my haircut next door, and they said they got evicted.
Something's going on with that
And they said
family.
there's going to be a Cajun seafood restaurant going in there.
I'll take that.
Yeah, we do.
We'll give them a shot. What was the name of it?
Radish. It's good food, though. It's good food.
Fresh. Everything was always good and fresh.
Congratulations, buddy.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, man.